You've got the digital talk show Below the Belt on Showtime Sports.
Correct.
Okay. You've got the Fighter and the Kid podcast with Brian Callen. Brian's been on the show. This is maybe your 4th visit here, right?
This is.
How many times have you had me on that podcast?
Your people never get back to us, you know? They never get back to us. You big time us, man.
Wow. False.
Wow. This is my favorite show. You guys know this.
Oh my gosh. I'll tell you. Number's 0.
Remember phone calls that Josh Rosen's gotten from Steve Keim?
Hold on a minute. You got the King and the Sting podcast.
Yeah,
right
with
now.
Theo Vaughn. It's going well.
Okay.
I know.
And the headline. How about this, man? I'm very excited for you. An upcoming Showtime comedy special that premieres this Friday, 10 Eastern on Showtime. You'd be surprised with Brendan Schaub.
I know, right?
Congrats, brother.
Thank you, sir.
You've been working at this.
I've been working.
You have literally been working this. I mean, you've got tour dates starting in Cleveland, Ohio at the very end of this month, then Burbank, Vegas, Calgary, Canada, Brea, California, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Nashville. I mean, you are touring.
I'm a road dog.
You are.
I'm a road dog.
You enjoying it?
I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it. What I can't believe though is that your voters or your fans voted the Blazers versus Milwaukee in the final. Come on, that's not real. That's just the haters chiming in.
Why are they? What do you mean? I mean, I think people.
Golden State, Milwaukee's that's it, man.
Yeah, so there's not a lot of Toronto clickers right now.
Yeah, there's no. What are we doing? But the Greek Freak versus Curry, that's what we want.
Or a healthy Durant. I would want a healthy Durant on the floor with the Greek Freak.
You don't need him, no.
See, now that is a narrative that I think a lot of people are saying, but I don't believe. I think they need him. I think they need him. I think that they did not need him to close out the Rockets. How about that?
I agree, but I think they're going to win regardless, but instead of winning in 6 games or 5, it's probably going to take 7.
Well, I mean, not only all of that is correct, but to me, it is, let me get the date right, because again, it's going to be a great day in New York Knicks history with the ping pong ball draft lottery tonight, May 14th. If this goes to a 7th game in the NBA Finals, June 14th, they got a full month to go here. They need bodies, and if they don't get Boogie Cousins back, they need Durant.
They need Durant.
That's what I'm saying. You know,
I hear you.
That's why I think him on the floor with Giannis. But that's fun. That would be fun.
Hey, am I the only guy in here? I like Zion Williams. I don't want to see him get drafted to the Knicks.
Oh gosh! Hold on a second.
Is there New York guys in here? Are there New York Knicks fans in here?
Hold on.
Because if you're a fan, why would you want him to go to that? It's so unorganized there. You don't want him to ruin his career by going there. And once I go, it's a big market. Everywhere's a big market. It's 2019. He's fine.
So where would you want him to go?
There's definitely better selections.
Hold on a second. I would love Cleveland.
I don't want to see him go to Cleveland.
Careful.
Live under the LeBron shadow. I don't want that.
Brendan Schaub
Atlanta
could be
would be dope.
Hold on a second. Brendan Schaub could be seen in Cleveland, Ohio, May 30th and June 1st. Go out and see
I'm a
him.
Browns fan. I think they're going to win the division. Shout out to the Dog Pound.
Right.
Atlanta would be a good move for him. I think he has to end up in the right spot, man. New York's not it. They're too dysfunctional.
Phoenix,
not mad at that.
Chicago. I'm frightened of that development, by the way, that the karma actually this is the second coming of Jordan, and that the Bulls are waiting for that.
You think he's the second coming of Jordan?
You know
is
what?
he not
No.
Larry Johnson? Is he not Sean Kemp? Jordan? That's a little aggressive.
I know it's aggressive, but I'm saying I do know what you're saying in terms of body type and in terms of style. I get it. What I'm saying is hope. Hope
You're selling
in the
hope.
form. I'm selling hope in the form of a draft choice. Think about it. Last several number 1 overall picks. Read them off, Brockman.
Are they sad?
For the NBA. They're not sad. They're dynamite players. But I'm just talking about coming out of college where the whole country was watching and the whole country is seeing, and the physical specimens that we have seen come out in any draft, first overall, to have that sort of hope. He's all of that.
Yeah, we can go back 10 years. We got DeAndre Ayton last year, Markelle Fultz, big bust, Ben Simmons, Karl Anthony Towns, good player, Andrew Wiggins.
Nothing blowing your hair back, is it?
I'm talking about buzz and hope, and a whole fan base has seen play. Keep going.
Anthony Bennett, one of the worst number 1 picks ever. Anthony Davis,
He's a baller.
Kyrie Irving, John Wall, Blake Griffin, Derrick Rose.
Oh, those last ones are monsters. But
but coming out of college though, they were monsters when they started playing.
But there wasn't this much hype,
right?
But with Zion, was he 6'7"? 6'7", 6'8"?
Well, I guess
no perimeter game, so he's gonna have to go down low with the big boys.
The I guess comp that a lot of people are mentioning is Barkley with him. You know, I know you went grandmama.
Yeah,
to start.
I look more like I think more of a Sean Kemp, a little more athletic, maybe, which is saying a lot.
Right.
I think Murray's the guy who's going to fit in right away.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're talking about which draft?
I'm sorry, I'm homeboy from
John Morant. You're talking
yes.
about.
He's the one who's going to plug in.
Well,
right
I mean,
away.
I guess that by the way, that is a hell of a consolation prize as number 2 overall. That's probably not going to be the Sam Bowie in this equation. I know, but I thought Kyler Murray, certainly in the NFL, as a guy that has got that buzz too, that everybody's talking about right now.
Yeah, and everyone should be thanking their lucky stars for Baker Mayfield, or really Russell Wilson.
That's true.
Because before the short quarterback, no one really cared.
And if you want to, you could even go back and say Breeze. You know, Drew Brees being the guy who's been doing it, and he's one of an all-time greats.
You could even go back and go Flutie on him.
You can't.
Then Charlie Ward's sitting there like, what the hell, man? What the hell, bro? What's up? I have to go play basketball.
That's right. We talked Cordell Stewart the other day.
Oh, my gosh.
Cordell coming out of college after what he did to my alma mater, throwing it to Westbrook all the way into the end zone.
That's my alma mater, man.
Colorado?
I'm a Buff. Played for the Buffs.
Did you really?
Yes, Cordell Stewart.
What was your football playing career, Brendan?
I was 03, 06, Gary Barnett years. Big 12 North champs.
Years.
What up? We got our tails kicked, though, by Vince Young for the Texas Longhorns and Jason Williams and Adrian Peterson for Oklahoma.
Was Joel
good teams?
Was Joel Klatt your quarterback?
That was my quarterback. Very good friend of mine. Smart dude.
Talk about small world.
I
just
know.
did the draft with him.
He's brilliant, right?
He was dynamite.
He's great.
He was great.
Now, when he was a quarterback in college, he was older because he played baseball.
Yeah.
So he was like the older kind of right-hand man of the coach. Mm-hmm. He would kind of boss us around, but he was very smart.
Well, I really enjoyed working with him. He's
brilliant.
Terrific. So I mentioned Brendan Schaub here on the Rich Eisen Show. All of your personal accomplishments that you are killing it on right now. There's a big fight this weekend, is there not?
There's a big fight. Deontay Wilder, Saturday night, Barclays Center.
The Bomber. Here he comes, man.
The Bomber dropping bombs against Brazil. It's a good fight. Brazil's only loss was against Anthony Joshua. He lost in the 7th round.
Right.
It's a really good fight. It's a good, I should say, test for Deontay Wilder because the big 3, right? You got Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and Anthony Joshua. Well, they're not fighting each other right now, so it's kind of this is what you're going to get, and so it's a good test. And Wilder's definitely fighting the best matchup out of definitely those 3.
Right.
So I'm excited for it. Is it what I want? No, but that's not the way boxing works.
So give me. I think I know what you want, but tell me what you want.
I'd love to see Fury versus Wilder too, because then in a draw. And then you can throw in Anthony Joshua, but the 3 of them need to fight each other. They're ruining boxing by not fighting each other. It's heartbreaking. Now that I work with Showtime, I see the ins and outs of boxing. It'll break your heart.
Right. So what do you think needs to be done if Brendan Schaub could wave a wand to make this all work?
Wave the wand. The promoters need to get out of the way. It's not about them. It's about the legacy of boxing, the heavyweight division. So they need to not do what's best for them, but what's best for the fighter. Because Fury, Joshua, and Wilder, they're not scared of anyone. They would fight each other every Tuesday if you give them the chance.
Right.
It's the promoters.
Right.
It's always the promoters.
Well, I mean, it's all about the money and trying to make sure that you get the most out of it. But these fighters, I guess, if left to their own devices, would just meet anywhere, like right behind us, right behind our set.
And
right
that's the advantage if you're a mixed martial arts fan with the UFC.
Right.
The best are fighting the best. They can't go anywhere. There's basically one big promotion. There's one big promoter in Dana White. So you're getting the best of the best all the time.
Well, I shared a set with the Bronze Bomber recently, sir. He shot an episode of Billions on the day that I did as well. The dreadful Maffei dollar bill fight.
Have you had him on here?
I have not had him here yet.
He's great. He's
but I met him, and oh my God, he is as big as you would think he is.
But he's real skinny. Like his ankles are like this.
I wasn't checking out his ankles, to be honest with you.
I judge him top to bottom, bro.
But all I was just like looking up.
He's
to talk to
so
him.
big.
Couldn't have been nicer. Took pictures with everybody, and of course, everybody wanted to take pictures with him.
One of the best guys in the sport.
And he was just awesome to be around. But I thought to myself, man, to get in the ring with this guy, you have to have some. You have to have some
brain
brass.
trauma.
Some
I
brass.
thought you were going to go with brain trauma.
No. I'd say
okay.
some brass to go against the Bronze Bomber here. But
yeah, he's amazing. And I will tell you this, and this people are like, oh, you're a homer for Showtime. The reason why you're not getting Fury and Joshua versus Wilder, it's not Wilder. I've seen the negotiations. He'll do anything to make those fights happen.
Right.
It's all on the other side, man. It's so heartbreaking. I feel bad for Wilder. I feel bad for Wilder.
Brandon Schaub here on the Rich Eisen Show. Okay, so what do you like about comedy? I mean, what absolutely lights your fire that makes you want to just get on planes, go to places?
Go on planes.
No, I mean it's not easy.
No, I know
It is not easy.
I
What
know.
you're doing is serious beating the bushes right here to do this sort of job.
I don't know. I just love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love being on stage. It started here in LA at the Comedy Store doing my first set, bombing. And I don't know. It planted this seed inside me, and I start going. And then eventually, probably a year and a half after doing stand-up comedy, Comedy Central asked me to do This Is Not Happening. And I had this story that's obviously a lot better now, because that was 3 years ago at least. I did this story of how I went from fighting inside the octagon to finding comedy. And that was kind of the foundation of this special. Started there, and then I just started coming up with an act, adding 10 minutes here, 5 minutes here. Next thing you know, you have an hour. And then I don't know. Here we are.
I know, here you are. And you got this special on Showtime coming up. So this is a big weekend on Showtime for you. I'm putting this all together right now.
Yeah, it's a big weekend for me.
It's the Brendan Schaub weekend.
I know, man. I came here. This is my first stop.
Is that really?
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
I appreciate it. Well, anytime that we hear that you're up for coming in, I say yes every time.
Yes,
it is,
and it's my favorite, especially in sports, my favorite show. I tell you, I watch all the draft stuff, all the combine stuff. Love it, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But you should do, Irvin does our red carpet stuff on the draft. You should bring your red carpet abilities to the NFL draft too.
We could do that. I ditched E, and now I go to freaking the NFL Network.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You do that?
You and Irv would be a great.
He's amazing.
Irv is
one of the best
awesome.
people I've ever met. Yeah.
When did you meet him? Oh, he loves
multiple times.
By the way, he loves the fight game.
Yeah, during my fights, during.
He loves the fight game.
I remember I said this is a funny story about Michael. I was at a party with Tim Tebow. We went to this Super Bowl party.
By the way, this story could not start any better.
Oh wow! All right.
Right now, I mean, this is a 10 out of 10. I don't mean to interrupt, but go ahead. So this is an Irvin story.
It's an Irvin story.
Okay.
So I go to the Super Bowl party, and there's. This is years ago, and Irvin knows me from the UFC because at one of my fights, he saw me and we had this long conversation. You know how passionate he drips passion.
Oh my gosh!
He's one of the most amazing people on planet Earth.
He spoke at my daughter's baby naming.
Oh,
my
man,
wife
I
and
wanted to speak
my
at
wife.
mine.
He's amazing.
He's the best person in the world.
He dropped the mic at my
He's
daughter's
so
baby
good.
naming.
He's so passionate. So I'm at this party. He knows me from my fighting days. And at the time I was still fighting. I walk in this party and there's like, the who's who, the Deion Sanders, Charles, the who's who, man. And I walk in front of everyone and he goes, "Be Schaub." And I'm like, I don't want attention. I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And instead of going for a high five, he grabs my head, pushes me down and kisses me on top of the head in front of everyone. I was so embarrassed.
Sounds about right.
We've been there.
That's how we've totally been there.
I was
Sounds
so
about right.
embarrassed.
So raise your hand if he's kissed the top of your head.
Totally.
Rockman Sanders up there, I'm up
Totally
there.
has
In
been
front
And
of
you're all
Deion
of us.
Sanders and your idols, though. And it was awkward because I kind of resisted. I was like, no, I don't. All right, here we go.
And you're a tall man. I mean, you got to have reach to do that.
It's really embarrassing, man.
Oh,
and everyone's
that's
like, damn, how does he know him like that? And I was like, we go back.
Yes,
I met
you
him
do.
once at a fight before.
Damn straight you do. Okay, so we got a big fight on Showtime coming up this weekend on Saturday, and then on Friday, you'd be surprised at 10 p.m. Eastern Time with you on Showtime. I am available to come on your podcast.
Oh, really?
I am. I don't understand why.
Callan loves you too, man.
I know, and I love when he's on the show. It's a triangle of love.
I know.
And by the way,
And you're probably funnier than both of us.
All I'm saying is this: I can only offer. I'm not one of those types in this town. Oh yeah, I'd love to do your podcast.
And then we
you
never
walk
hear
out the
from you?
door, and I'm like, I'm never doing his podcast.
I feel like
I
you're
don't have
busy,
any buffers.
you know?
No. I don't have buffers. I'd love to show up on places that people don't expect me to show up.
I would love that.
Let's do it.
Bank on it.
No, don't say that.
I'm telling you, man. I've been wanting you on for a while.
Okay. Let's do
you know
it.
how it's going to go. So usually whenever there's a big combine or draft coming up,
Yeah.
I just spit facts at Callan. He doesn't know. He just looks at the guys, goes, "Ooh, he looks strong. Oh man, yeah, he's fast, huh? God, look at his pecs." I'm like, all right, man. Yeah, they're all like
that's
that.
That's not the way you.
He blew his mind when he saw that DK Metcalf.
The Daniel Jeremiah's nickname for him was a human bat suit.
That's a great nickname.
But he said a human bat suit is what he is. DK Metcalf was, and now he's going to be on Seattle, and he's going to be running routes, and Russell Wilson's going to try and rainbow it into him. It's just one of the many exciting aspects coming out of the draft for this fall.
Also, the Arizona receiver that went to New England. I think that flew under the radar.
Yeah,
the kid's a stud.
N'Keal Harry, right?
Yes, if you watch the Pac-12, he was a stud.
Hey, look, the Patriots had a choice of every wide receiver, I think, not named Hollywood Brown at that point in time, right?
Correct.
And they chose him. A little toy for Brady. You're fired up over there, aren't
Like
you?
10 more years. He's going to keep playing.
Thank you for coming on.
Yes, thank you.
Good luck with absolutely everything you're doing.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know if there's enough time in the 40-some minutes left of the show for me to run through everything again.
Yeah.
But so where's a website that everybody could catch up on everything? I know you got almost 1 million followers on Instagram at Brendan Schaub, and that's your Twitter account as well.
Yes, sir.
But what's your
for tickets to my stamp, tfatk.com, and then we did all access behind the mic leading up to my special. That's on Below the Belt YouTube page, so you can see it there. Yeah.
Fantastic. Brendan Schaub here on The Rich Eisen Show.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.